Do you want to introduce yourselves?
Sure.
Okay.
I'll introduce you. This is Deidre.
This is Paul.
And we're Savoir.
Where are you guys from?
Originally we're both from New York State. I'm from upstate New York, and Deidre's from Long Island, but we met at NYU.
And now we live in Brooklyn.
What were you studying?
I was studying music and journalism.
I was studying music business.
And so, do you run the journalistic side and business side? Do you sort out all your own press? Do you write all your own little press releases?
It's funny, well, oh my God.
Do you run all your sort of music business stuff?
Deidre does run the finance. She's the treasurer.
I am the treasurer.
She's got it.
That word.
She's got everything
The
really
secretary,
organized.
yeah.
And I am the brute force of the muscle.
Yeah.
This is, I know. By the way, in case that video, there's tree branches scratching the top of the roof, and that's what it is up here.
I know. When I go in the van, you're like, "Welcome to my bedroom," with those noises as well.
That's a good one.
Sounding, it's pretty hot in here. It's not really. Sorry.
No.
So, how long? So after meeting, how long did you like graduate and get jobs, or did you just quit uni and just form a band? Or
It was sort of an interesting process because we met at NYU, and those noises are so funny. Okay, we met at NYU. We played a lot of shows together, just as solo artists, and I guess we recorded the first EP when we were still in school. You were a senior, but
You were working.
I was working already. We both worked for a year, I guess a year and a half after school, and slowly but surely realized that, you know, at least for me, I couldn't do the job and start touring, and could never get more than like 3 or 4 days off. So now we both work freelance, a lot of like production work and stuff. So we slowly but surely made ourselves, you know, made our schedules more and more free so that we could actually tour. This sounds. I hope the camera picks that up. I'm sure it does.
I think it will.
Someone's trying to get into
Let's
the
just
van.
pretend, yeah,
pretend like
there's
it's
a little
not there.
creature on top of the van.
It's like that, like urban legend, isn't it?
It sort of is.
And it's
Huh?
like yeah, and it's like
Yeah.
the feet. Oh no, I thought it was like the feet, the trainers scraping on top of the van after the guy's been hung above it.
Oh, that's
or
right.
something.
That's right. The feet. That's horrible. And then you get out and it's
That's scary.
scary. But that's how we started.
That's cool. So when did you get other people? When did you form a band? Did you two just play sort of like with the
we
laptop
did-
or something, and then when did you get a live band in?
Well, we started a band when we wanted to play live because we did all the writing and recording, just the two of us, and then when we wanted to play live, we knew we needed more people, so that's what kind of got
We recorded the first EP, and then we probably didn't play a show for like 4 or 5 months. But the first show we played, we already brought in 5 people, just to be able to sort of, you know, do the full sound of the recordings. But yeah, the recordings are still just Deidre and I in the studio for the full-length record as well.
How do you find it playing? Is it I mean, like, how was it sort of working out which bits to play and getting who to play with the band? Was it difficult or?
It was.
It's been. I mean, we've gone through a number of members.
Yes, we have.
Just because of different circumstances, but it's interesting. It's still interesting to work this way because I don't think it. I don't know.
Especially
it's not typical, I guess.
It is. Yeah, it's not very typical, and you know, our part writing is and. Any sort of instrument, it's so. Are you distracted by the sound? The sound is unbelievable. But yeah, it was because everything on the recordings are just Deidre and I. You know, we have our specific kind of tendencies and our sounds, and bringing in people, it's always a little bit weird because it's never going to be exactly how you played it. So you sort of have to just.
Doesn't have.
You have to be open to it. It doesn't have to be. You know, it's definitely a different sound live than it is on the recordings, but we sort of welcome that. You know, because it's interesting.
Sorry. So what have been the best shows?
Here?
Best shows.
Yeah?
They've
Oh no,
all-
not necessarily here. Just of all time.
Oh god.
Well, we opened for Los Campesinos at Music Hall. It was the
Music
two
Hall
shows
of
of Music Hall in
Williamsburg.
Williamsburg in Brooklyn is an amazing venue, and
Love
we got to
playing
open
there.
for Los Campesinos, and then we played with Bishop Allen and the Pains of Being Pure of Heart another night, and both of those shows were unbelievable.
It's just a great venue to play.
Yeah, it's a really nice sound, and the crowd.
Still probably my favorite.
That one.
I mean, venue.
Venue,
Play,
yeah. I'm trying to think of other.
What about tours? Have you done much touring?
You know, we haven't done a ton of like lengthy tours. This is the longest we've been out we're doing like a 3.5-week tour, which we did like just the eastern half of the United States, that kind of thing. And we're going back up the East Coast starting on Monday again. So.
Are you on tour with anyone or?
Yeah, a band from Brooklyn called Mon Khmer. They're relatively new as well. They're like about, I guess, a year old, but they're really, really good too. We've done all the shows with them. We haven't seen them this week. It's been kind of weird because we were like, we see them every night for 2 weeks, and then all of a sudden it's like, all right, go do your South by Southwest shows. We'll see you in Houston.
Yeah. What would be the greatest band that you could ever support on tour?
Ooh,
what would be the dream?
Such a tough question because there's a lot. What do you think?
Dead or alive?
Dead or alive?
Yeah.
Well, that just made it even.
All right, just alive then.
Alive.
Well, it's hard. That's a really hard question.
It is a really hard question.
I mean, I'd love to tour all the time with my boyfriend's band, French Horn Rebellion, because of how awesome that would be. But I would also love to tour with any of Jack White's projects because I would love to watch him play every night.
We wouldn't be the best match for Jack
Doesn't
White
matter.
projects, but it doesn't
She
matter.
Didn't ask
Exactly.
Yeah,
who would be the best match.
Maybe it
I
could be
know.
like a 3-band lineup.
That's right.
French Horn Rebellion, Dead Weather.
Yeah.
And Dead Weather.
Yeah.
Featuring
Or
a
Raconteurs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
special DJ set by White Stripes after the show.
Yeah.
That would be
That
okay.
would be my
That's
dream.
a very good lineup.
Yeah.
All right, and who would be the best band to have support you? So smaller. And you can't have French Horn Rebellion again.
Let's
Well,
see. I would love. There's a band called Darwin D's from Brooklyn. They're sort of on the same. They're like the same level as us. I wouldn't say they're smaller than us in any way, but they're just such. They're such incredible songwriters, and they have such an amazing live performance. They're actually doing really well in the UK. I've heard.
Yeah,
They're
they're
on
doing
BBC and
brilliant
stuff.
in the UK.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Because about a year ago we played with them in a really small venue in New York, and I remember just like that was the first show we played with them. It's a venue called Death by Audio. It probably fits like 75 people, but they have all these dance routines and stuff. They just have an amazing live set, and they're the most positive, like lovely people.
Yeah.
So I would say them. I remember wanting to tour with them around this time, but I think they're in the UK or something. They're doing so well over there. So.
Yeah, they're doing really well. I heard they had
Cool.
like dance routines in between songs.
They do.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah.
part of it. It's awesome.
Any chance of incorporating any slick moves into your set?
Oh, we
Do
do
you
love
reckon?
to dance. We get our dance on at the French Horn Rebellion shows. I don't know. Probably not. Probably not in our shows. But
Well,
I had another project where I had dance routines.
That's right.
But that's,
Deidre's solo project.
I'll name drop it.
Let's name drop it.
that's just
Well, what's
me.
it called? It's just Deidre. Yeah, it's
Just
Deidre Miro.
me.
But
Do you want to just name drop
it's sort
yourself?
of like a throwbacky.
My name is Deidre Mira. But yeah, I don't know. I mean,
Dance routines are
anything's
fun.
possible. I'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
So Darwin D's is pretty big in the UK, and you've got single Bodies, I
Yeah.
think, coming out.
Mm-hmm.
Do you wanna? Are you gonna come over? Are you gonna come over and play anytime or any
Yeah,
plans?
hopefully in July.
Yeah.
We've been like really, really excited about all this, like getting finally to release this. We're gonna do a single in April, and then hopefully another single with some remixes, but one step at a time. Sorry. Bodies, we're gonna have a remix by French Horn Rebellion and a remix by Midnight Magic and a B-side, and we should come over the last 2 weeks in July. That's the plan.
In this van?
And this, oh yeah,
In this
we
van
will.
with the trees.
The duck. It's a duck boat. We will take it through the Atlantic.
And you said you mentioned earlier the first EP. Is it, how many EPs are there? Sorry, and can people still pick them up anywhere?
Yeah, the first EP was sort of how the band formed. It was Deidre and I just wanted to do a recording together. We'd never really written before together.
It was like we made a challenge for ourselves to write and record a concept EP in one weekend, and we did, and this is before we were even a band, so that's available. It's only available physically, actually,
Yeah,
through the
we're gonna be
Cantor Records.
we're gonna be re-releasing it
website.
soon, but we have that EP and then the full length, which was released in the States in the fall, and it'll be released probably early summer in the UK.
But maybe around July.
Yeah, it'll probably be in July.
It's good timing.
Yeah.
All right. Well, see you in July. Thanks. Sorry, that was really wrong. See you in July. Sorry.